An alleged former DICE employee has gone scorched earth over on Blue Sky, you know, the app for people who hate Twitter for a month, discussing the current setting of DICE and EA going into the next Battlefield launch. And I mean, just to level with you guys, it's not good. So, a Blue Sky user by the name of Risible, who claims to be an ex-DICE developer, has asked fans to temper their expectations, as apparently the new team working on the upcoming Battlefield 6, or whatever the hell they're gonna call it, is completely different from the people who used to work on the old games. According to Risible, after DICE imploded, 98% of the people who worked on previous Battlefield titles have left EA. And we know that developers have gone to open companies like Embark Studios, who obviously you guys know have worked on the finals. We also know a lot of Battlefield talent is now over at TTK Games, and we still have yet to see what they're producing. But yeah, this thread details the sentiment from EA higher-ups after games like Anthem have come out, Battlefield 5 failing, Mass Effect Andromeda failing, and then the penultimate 2042 launch, which, as we all know, was probably the biggest disaster that EA has seen in a long time. And after that, dude, EA basically walked in there and cleaned house. They told everybody, get the fuck out of here. Risible is quoted here saying, the business people at EA have always looked longingly at Call of Duty and the gazillions of dollars it makes annually. Then they look at Battlefield and ask, why can't you be more like that? Battlefield 2042's performance gave Vince Zampella and Laura Melee their dream opportunity to turn Battlefield into Call of Duty. In 2021, Oscar Gabrielson was asked to leave. He was replaced as DICE GM by Rebecca Kutes, a former Ubisoft general manager. Fuck. At the same time, DICE hired COD's GM Byron Bede to join EA as Battlefield's general manager. So we brought somebody from Call of Duty and we brought somebody from Ubisoft to look over the next Battlefield game. We're so fucked. And then it goes into the details about Marcus Leto and how they were building a new studio in Seattle called Ridgeline. As we all know, Ridgeline has since been shuttered. They also had a studio called Industrial Toys, who was working on Battlefield Mobile. They shut down as well. The pandemic basically shuttered both of these studios. As of now, it appears that New DICE, Ripple Effect, Criterion, and Motive are the Battlefield dev group. And this Risible says the Battlefield game they're making will probably come out in October of this year. Now, we apparently, according to this, have a Battlefield game coming out in October. But don't be excited, because the goal is a new Battlefield game every year. I think EA has a roadmap to achieve this, but we won't see the next game in 2026. If Bede sticks to his vision, we will get a full-price main game with limited single-player, seasons, battle passes, and live service slop, a free-to-play mode like Warzone. Wild and crazy, monetized cosmetic content is the ultimate goal, and they'll push that towards the player base as fast as they can without generating too much negative sentiment. Pay for the game every year, and pay for Battle Pass, and pay for skins. They're basically taking Battlefield and turning it into Call of Duty. Risible goes on to say, so, if you're a Battlefield fan, temper your expectations. This is a new era of the game, made by a completely new group of people, following a new philosophy. Whether that's good or bad, it depends on your personal outlook. EA leadership, including Wilson, so Andrew Wilson, Laura Melee, Byron Bede, Zampella, all of them are corpos through and through. They want to extract maximum revenue from their players and drive up shareholder value. They make games to make money, not the reverse. And this is where I'm at. When I first saw the headlines going out saying like 98% of people working on the next Battlefield game didn't touch the last ones, I was kind of relieved. It was just like, well, I mean, we saw how the last few have gone. Maybe it is time for a new regime. That being said, if that new regime is being led by a bunch of corpos who want to turn Battlefield into a monetization powerhouse like Call of Duty, I mean, it's over, right? All these suits look at is how much money they're generating, but they don't look at the health of the community. They don't look at the fact. I mean, fuck me. Look at what's going on with Call of Duty right now. The hacking situation, the Squid Game. People are fucking pissed. They're losing players day over day, and they're looking at that as the fucking model that they want to apply to Battlefield. Gone are the days of just having a Battlefield game that lasts years on end. I mean, fuck me. I still know people that play Battlefield 4 to this day. This is honestly almost worst case scenario. I personally would much rather just have them shelve it and try something else than to just watch yet another franchise chase Call of Duty numbers, chase Call of Duty dollars, and have that Call of Duty mentality. Because much like a long laundry list of games before this, what makes you special is the fact that you are not Call of Duty. And once you lose that, you might as well close up shop. And with the overwhelming negativity surrounding gaming nowadays, with the pushback becoming so strong in some areas of the internet, I can't fucking imagine what's going to happen if these words ring true. In my opinion, I think this is Battlefield's last shot, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. With that said, I don't think this is the mentality that is going to take them to the promised land. And with games like Delta Force providing a Battlefield-like experience, launching with tons of content up front, yeah, they have the battle passes, yeah, they have the crazy skins, but the game is fucking free to play. It's going to be a hard sell to get anybody jumping at the next Battlefield game if it isn't exactly what that player base wants. And what that player base wants is nothing that is listed in this thread. Wacky arm waving, inflatable arm flailing, tube man skins, games every year, battle passes, live service garbage. How many fucking times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? There is one saving grace in this thread is right here, is the fact that they believe that they need to repair the brand's reputation by focusing on core gameplay that people want. This means a modern day setting and conquest 24/7. They'll also drop 2042's operators and return to soldier classes. That tells me that at the very fucking least, there is somebody at that studio that understands what it takes to give us an actual tried and true Battlefield experience. Whether or not they can pull it off, who fucking knows? My expectations are in the fucking ground for this. And it sucks because I actually think that Vince Zampella and what they did with Apex and what they've done with Titanfall in the past, I think they could be the people to actually make this work. But if you're going in just solely focused on the money, which I understand that that's what the suits and the corpos, like that's your focus. You pay the fucking developers to make the games to then funnel the money upwards. I get the business side of it, but I don't understand what it's going to take to get these guys to just understand that you can make so much more money if you just deliver the experiences that people want from established franchises. Gamers have memories of a goldfish. And if you can deliver a solid Battlefield experience this time around, everybody's gonna forget about the last one and they're gonna jump into this one. It's not that fucking hard. You guys have billions of dollars and infinite resources to deliver us a solid Battlefield experience and innovate the way that you did 12, 13, 14 fucking years ago. And if you do, you will make a shit ton of money. And if you don't, well, look at what happened with 2042. My name is Big Fry. I'm excited to see more about Battlefield. However, I am going in with my expectations underneath the fucking floor right now. And I'm praying and hoping that they'll surprise me. What do you guys think of this potential news about a new Battlefield game? Do you think it's coming this year? Do you think we're going to see one in October? And if we do, what do you want to see out of a Battlefield title in 2025? Leave your comments down below. And while you're down there, leave a like on the video. Let's have a conversation. My name is Big Fry, and I'll see you on the next one.